My friend lied to me and almost ruined my marriage just so she could marry my husband. Assalamu alaikum, I'm a 23F and I have been married to my husband 24M for 3 years now. We met in university and had our nikah done during university but didn't start living together until we graduated last year. After moving in, everything was perfect, we both got good jobs, had a good home and had no problems whatsoever. I knew most of his friends and he knew most of mine as we both had relatively small friend groups. If he had friends over, they would usually sit and talk in the basement, and if I ever had my friends over we would usually be in our living room and kitchen area. Therefore we didn't interact that much with each other's friends and it was nothing more than a hello. Most of my friends are also married and therefore sometimes our conversations would be about our married life and just day-to-day things that would happen. Although most of my friends were married, one in particular was not as she was a bit younger and had not found a partner yet. A few weeks ago, this one friend suddenly texted me while I was at work and said that she saw my husband with another female at the restaurant she worked at. I couldn't believe what I was reading as I had not even an ounce of suspicion that my husband was being unfaithful as he has always been honest and loyal to me, and I couldn't see any reason as to why. She said that she even knew the girl he was with and that she was from her college. At this point my heart dropped and almost started crying, but I held myself together and asked for an early leave from work that day and went back home. I cried and waited until my husband got home to confront him, and when he arrived I did. I asked why he would do that and who that girl was. He completely denied knowing any female or going to a restaurant and claimed he was at work the whole day and got lunch from his office cafeteria. But I trusted my friend in that moment and not my husband. I left to go to my sister's apartment. Then my friend texted me saying that she talked to the girl and has screenshots of their text messages from the girl, and that the girl didn't know my husband was married. I looked at the screenshots and it showed my husband's number and that they had been texting for a few weeks. At this point I fully believed my friend and believed that my husband had been cheating and I was starting to think of divorce. My friend suggested the same and said that I should see a lawyer immediately and get this process done ASAP. My sister did suggest that I at least give my husband the chance to explain and hear his side, so I did. He still denied that he knew this girl, or that he texted or met her. He said he never texted and showed me his phone and let me go through all his texts, and I could not find that girl's number, but I assumed he had deleted it at that point. My husband still denied and said that he can call his service provider and ask for his complete text and call history and provide that to me in order to prove it. At this point, my mind was all over the place and I did not know what to believe. He seemed fully adamant that he didn't do anything, but I couldn't get over the screenshots my friend had and I couldn't think of a reason for my friend to lie to me about this. So I told him that I wanted a divorce and for him to not contact me for a while. Well, I was wrong. My sister looked through the screenshots and put it through some software to see if they had been altered, and they were. The number had been changed by Photoshop or some other editing tool and the screenshot was not real. Once I heard this, I immediately called my friend and she picked up, and the first question she asked was, "Did you file the divorce yet?" She'd always kept pushing me for this divorce, but I finally told her that I know the screenshots were fake and someone edited them. I asked her if she knew. After a bit of denying and back and forth, she finally admitted she lied about my husband and faked the screenshots. I couldn't believe it. My own friend who I trusted and thought was looking out for me was actually some insane woman who made up a totally false story. She said she did it so she could have a chance at marrying my husband, since she liked him and thought she would be better for him than him. At this point, my anger got the best of me and I started cursing her out and telling her to never call me or come to my home again. I completely broke down afterwards because I realized I might have ruined my marriage because I didn't trust my husband but instead chose to trust my liar of a friend. My sister told me to call my husband and apologize, and try to fix things, so that's what I did. I called my husband and apologized and cried to him to forgive me. He didn't say much but said that he will come by to my sister's home later and we will talk. All I was thinking was, is there any way I could fix this now, or has my marriage been ruined? My husband did come and we talked and he said he accepts my apology and understand that my friend was the one who manipulated me. I have moved back with my husband, but I just feel like things are not the same as before now and that I may have ruined my once perfect marriage. Any advice on how I can make it the same as before?